everyone, this is Sandra at Spirit of Avalon. So today I'm going to do the most overlooked decks tag that was started by Simon in his Cup of Ketchup and Cards on Saturday. Today is a really horrible, rainy, gloomy day in the south of England, so I thought I would do this. I'm also not feeling at my best today. I don't know what's going on, something's happening, but anyway, I'm going to do this tag. So the first deck is the Dark Mansion Tarot. This is the limited edition in the wooden box, which also comes in a nice velvet bag. I've got like the certificate in there as well. So yeah, the bag's got like the Dark Mansion on it, and I think what it is with this one, it's not that I don't like it. I do really like it, but I think, you know what it is, it's the fact that it's a limited edition one, and I'm like, I don't want to ruin it. So look, it's still in order. I mean, I have looked through it and stuff, and it's so cool, and these are the bigger size cards as well, but I just worry about using it. It's that nice rose petal, but not too thick of a rose petal, if you know what I mean. And it's such a good deck, and I'm going to use it because it's mad, isn't it, having things there and, oh, I can't use it because it's limited edition. And I am always careful with my decks and books and anything like that. I'm always careful with my things, so I'm gonna use this deck because I don't have the standard edition. If I had the standard, I'd probably use that more, but I don't. So yeah, so this is my first one, but look how cool the images are in this. I still love it. Just looking through it, I'm like, oh, I love this deck. So yeah, it needs to get, I mean, look at this moon card. How cool is that, the face? So I definitely need to keep this out, and that's my plan to do with most of these decks that I'm going to show you. I have 7 altogether. I think Simon had 5. I've got 7, so this is my first one. So that was the Dark Mansion Tarot, the limited edition deck, which I'm going to keep out in its wooden box though. The next one is the first edition. Have I got it up the right way? Yes, the first edition of the 5-cent tarot, and I opted for the green, and I think I had it, yes, I had it done with the green edges as well, but I opted for the red bag with it because I just love red. I thought, I'm not going for the green bag. So it's got a nice you know, metallic box, but I never really reach for it. I don't think it's in order. These are the backs, which are quite cool, and like, you know, you saw the edges are in this green colour. Look, they're all back to front and everything, so you know, it has been looked through and used, and but only when I first got it. So now it never gets, I don't know the last time I picked this deck up, honestly. And you know, you've got like words around this deck to help you, you know, if you were new to tarot and you needed a little bit of help, like completion we've got here for the world, harmony, triumph, and then if it was reversed, if you wanted to do reversals, you've got disappointment, incompletion, emptiness, etc. So it is good for that, and it's like a sort of it's kind of, I think it is a linen cardstock, and it's a good cardstock as well. So, you know, nothing wrong with it, but I am thinking about letting this one go, possibly, because it never gets used, and I honestly don't know that I am going to use it, and then, you know, it's just sitting there. So I'll have a think on it, but this one might be going up for sale. Nice High Priestess. Look at the Magician, that creepy spider. And let's show you some of the minors. So there is renaming in this deck as well. So, you know, there's nothing really wrong with it. It's just that I never reach for it, and I think what happens is we get used to a few decks that we tend to grab, and then others do get overlooked, and I've got to try not to do that. But like I say, this one may well be a leaving. So that's the 5-cent tarot. Next we have the Lost Forest tarot. This is, I think this is the first edition. This is number 269 of 700. Yes, 269 of 700. And I think it's the first edition, but I'm not sure. So it just comes in a 2-part box, but the cards are really cool. Those are the backs, because I know there was a second edition of this deck, but it's very cool. Look at this, and it's got that nice, I never know how to describe this. It's like it's kind of got a little bit of a texture, but it feels really smooth. It's not linen or anything, but it is a nice cardstock. Look at this Hermit, and this one I do really like, and I do need to keep it out and start working with it, because it's mad that it's sat there, and you know, and there's so many like trees and lovely like images in this deck that I do really love. So I mean, look at this, how cool, and this little mouse on there. Look at the Devil and the Tower. There is a really cool card. I mean, the Star and the Moon are lovely, but there's a card, and I think, let me see if I can find it, because there's one in particular that I really love, and I think it's in the like Oceans suit, I think, or it might be the Lovers. Sorry guys, probably take me ages to find it now. You just know that that's going to happen, don't you? That it's going to be the last card in the deck. Probably will be as well. I think it is near the back. You see. Anyway, let's just show you some cards while I'm looking for it. It's typical though when you want to, I found it. So okay, so here's some of the, I really like the Cups suit, or the Ocean they call it in this deck. Look how cool it is. And look at him for King of the Oceans. It's so good. But I love this card. I thought it was the Lovers. Look at that. How she's like half person above ground, and then she's like skeletal, and you've got this skull here below. So good. So good. So I've definitely got to keep this deck out, because I mean there's lots of so this is for the wands, the fire suit. There's lots of trees in it. So yeah, that is the Lost Forest Tarot, and that definitely will be staying, because I do really love it, and it's so stupid that I don't use it. But then it's like a lot of us, isn't it? You know, we get used to just pulling out a certain deck or certain decks, and we keep grabbing for them and not for the others that are there that are also equally lovely as well and cool to work with. So that's the third one. Fourth, we have this deck, which is the Incidental Tarot, and this is out of print. And I think the reason I don't go for this one is not because I don't like it, I do, but I think it's because it was gifted to me by somebody that doesn't like speak to me anymore. So it kind of it's almost like it taints it, and I've got to get like past that, because it is a nice deck, but it's just, you know, every time I look at it, obviously I think of that person, and then I kind of feel bad that we don't like talk anymore. But it wasn't my choice. So look at that eclipse card. Death. So you see, even things like that can put us off decks, can't it? You know, if somebody gives you something and then you don't really speak to them, or you know, something happens, it can stop you using a deck, you know, which is really unfortunate. And I think this deck, see, and as well, it's pippish as well, which is another reason for me not, you see, look, not using it. But I like it other than that. And I'm sure somewhere, look at these roses ones though, they are nice. I'm sure that we have like the Holly King or something like that in this deck. You see, it's so long since we've got the Oak Key, 2 of Oaks, 3 of Oaks, 4 of Oaks, 6, 7, 9, 10, Steward, Builder, the Oak Queen, the Oak King. That's what I love. And we've got like Ariadne. So it's got some great cards in it, this one. And even though it's pippish, I do like the roses suit though. So pippish, it is a pip deck. So again, I've got to kind of try with this one. So yeah, so that is the Incidental Tarot. It says original tarot deck born of 365 days of art. This was from 2011. So I mean, probably you can find them on eBay and places like that, but what you would pay for it would probably be some ridiculous amount of money, because sometimes people just charge way too much, don't they, for decks. And look at me making a complete hash of getting this back in the box. Right, done. So we've got 3 left. So how many have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. So we're on to number 5 now, which is the Ancestral Path Tarot. I never get this out, guys. Never. It's terrible, really. It just comes with like a booklet there. I'm sorry if you can hear any noise in the background. It's always what happens when I try to film. I'm really sorry if you do hear noise in the background. I'm hoping you can't actually hear actual words, because yeah, this is the problem. I'm trying to film in a different place so that I can film, but then there's still interference. So yeah, these are really large cards actually. So we've got the Fool. I love that, like hanging there, and that she's like a card reader, and these are borderless. I mean, they're lovely cards, but I never really pull them. It just sits there on, and a lot of these are in order, but it might not be that I haven't actually gone through them. It might be, I'm sorry guys, I'm trying to shout over the noise in the background. I don't want to re-record this video. It's not that I won't use them, it's that I sometimes put my decks back in order even when I've like gone through the cards and mixed them up, you know. So yeah, so I think this might be one that that I might sell as well, like with the 5-cent tarot, because I never use it. You know, this is it is a nice deck, but I think sometimes some people, it doesn't actually bother me about it being large cards, but I just don't pull it. It's not to do with the card size, because I actually like larger cards. This is the Ancestral Path Tarot, and it's by Julie Kuchia Watts. So that is that one. So like I say, this one might end up being sold. You know, I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry about the noise in the background. I can't today. I just can't refilm this. So that's the Ancestral Path Tarot. The next one, now I got this in a trade, I think it was, and this is Tarot by Caro. It was out of print, but I think it's being reprinted, or it has been reprinted. And you know, this is a nice one, and it's very RWS. It was in a 2-part box. And I do like the artwork and stuff in this one, so I don't know why I don't go for it. The trouble is, I suppose we've got so much choice now. It's nice cardstock, nice, and it's not shiny, but it's got a sheen to it, but it's got that really silky feel. I love the Magician in this deck, but it definitely needs to be used because I do really like it. It's the Emperor. Look at the Empress. All of these flowers on her. Yeah, this is the Magician. I love this Magician card. How cool is he? And look at this Fool. Is lovely too. It is such a nice deck. It's our Strength card. And this Hermit I love as well. It's a very cool Hermit card. Wheel of Fortune, Justice. So yeah, so I'm going to keep this out. I love this Hanged Man with the different colours and things on him. This is Death, the Devil. The Star is different. Look how she's black there, like, you know, but look at this Moon. I love faces in moons and suns. There's a face in there, but we have got a baby on the horse. Judgment in the World. And these are some of the minors. See, some of them are a little bit pippy, but not too bad. You have got other things going on in the cards, like the RWS, so it's not like really bad. So yeah, so that is Tarot by Caro, and is one that is going to stay out because I need to use it more, definitely. It's nice and colourful, isn't it? Like the bright colours on it. So yeah, I'll just show you that again. And the last one is Tarot Disassembled, which I bought a long time ago. Well, a while ago now. It's got a nice magnetic box, nice bright colour. The cards are edged already in this matte kind of orangey red colour, and this is one that I think I put back into order because I did use it at first. Well, I say used it, I went through it, but I've not actually used it, because the idea, of course, is with this deck is to just take like the main elements of the card. That's why it's obviously Tarot Disassembled. So it's just got like basic symbols like for each one, like the Magician. But if you are familiar with tarot or with the Rider-Waite Smith, you would be able to get this. You would be able to read it. And do you know what? The cardstock on this just feels so nice. It's rose petal, but it's that lovely rose petal that doesn't really stick together. And I love the backs of the cards as well. And it just feels so nice. That's why I'm like, oh, I can't let that one go. And it's good if you don't want, I suppose, like lots of busyness and intricate scenes and that going on, and you're used to reading the tarot, you know, this could be a good one. And the cards are different colours as well. So you've got like bright yellows and blues and greys on here and reds. So yeah, I need to keep this one out as well. I love this Death card too, where you've got the rose and the skull. So it is a cool deck. I do like it. Look at this Devil card. So yeah, it's not like it's not readable. It's totally readable for me anyway. Let's show you some of the minors. That's the Court. We've got Ace of Pentacles here, so you know, you've got the Cloud and the Hand and everything here. Two of Pentacles, like juggling. So yeah, and I mean, look, that, you know, it's very obvious, I think, and easy to kind of read with. So definitely got to keep that one out. So that is my VR to Simon over at the Hermit's Cave for his tag Most Overlooked Decks. So I will be back at some point with walkthroughs, because I've got a couple of, well, I've got quite a few walkthroughs still to do, you know, so you will be seeing me talking about those, because I've had over what, a couple of months, I suppose, you know, a few new decks, not too many, but I've had some decks that I've purchased that have been like at a good price that I've managed to snag, so I will show you those. But I hope you enjoyed seeing these decks anyway, my most overlooked decks, and I'm apologise again if you could hear any background noise, like any shouting or anything in the background. I hope not, but I apologise if you could hear that. So yeah, I hope everyone's doing really well. Please join in with this tag. I'd love to see everybody else's overlooked decks too. And yeah, I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.